Follow the money.
That's what I always say. You always follow the money.
Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Pauly Howard on VSiN.
Great moments in history have begun with a question.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
And what kind of hair product does Mitch Moss use? But Follow the Money wants to know.
You concur. Concur with what, sir? You concur.
All right, baby. You saw what transpired yesterday. I cannot believe what Denver did in the last two games. It was all about health. They didn't care who they played. But the Spurs will regret what happened yesterday. Do you concur?
Well, I absolutely do. And I think I'm the perfect guy to ask about this because I have a nice ticket on them at 18-1 to win the West. Ask a gambler or a bettor what you would prefer a team to do. My answer would have been easy. Win the game. You don't want Denver in the second round of the playoffs. And they didn't do that. I couldn't believe what they go off as yesterday, a 10-point favorite in the game?
Yeah.
And they approached it like that?
You only have to beat one of Denver and OKC if you win. And now you got to beat likely both of them in the second and the third round.
Right.
I can't believe they did that.
Did they think
it started because you're thinking, and we were all shocked what happened Friday, that the Nuggets sat their entire starting five, but still went out and beat OKC. But then it looked like, okay, well, we're just concerned about health and we don't care if we get the four. And then like Worldwide Rob tweeted immediately, goes, if you're the Spurs, you got to hammer them Sunday and get them out of your side of the bracket. And I'm like, absolutely you have to. And they were handed a gift, and they gave it back. And if they lose in the second round to Joker, and again, it's never happened in NBA history. He led the league in points, led the league in rebounds and assists. And they're so dangerous offensively. I know I have their doubts defensively, but I just think an organization that started load management that's so big on analytics, that just made sense where put them in the 4-5, and then they can take OKC in a war, hopefully, in 7 games, and you can have your feet up sitting back and waiting.
I'm looking like, did they actually have problems with Houston this year? The answer to that is no. The last time they played, they beat them 145 to 120.
Yeah.
They beat them 3 out of 4 times this year.
Yeah.
And you were looking at Houston probably in the second round because the Lakers again, I guess maybe there's a chance Luka comes back, but they're a prohibitive favorite to win the first round series here.
Yeah.
I thought huge mistake.
We owe Joe Mazzulla an apology.
Well, we were very difficult on him for a long time, so I would say yes, this is his best coaching job.
Good coach. Yeah.
Because
took a while, but that's okay.
Now both things can be true. He did an amazing job this year. Hell, again, based on the odds right now, he might win Coach of the Year. He's favored at prediction markets. But I also thought that they were too herky-jerky or loosey-goosey, whatever phrase you want to use, back when they were 3-4 years ago.
Oh, yeah, I'm still falling in love with the 3.
Oh, it just killed me watching the team play.
He had no business losing to the Knicks last year. If it's not going in, attack the basket, attack the rack. But to see that the list of guys that they played and how it worked out and the major moves they made to get under the cap and the luxury tax, and then Tatum gets hurt, and they win the division, and they're the 2 seed and win 56 games.
Yeah, and
their win total was 42.5.
Yeah. And we're talking about threats to come out of the East that could actually win the whole thing, and we're down to this team. That's pretty much it.
MLB season's a letdown so far. Atlanta, you take out the Dodgers. Atlanta's got the second best record, 10-6. Minnesota 9-7. Cleveland 9-7. The worst team in the league is 6-10. Do you concur?
It's too early. I can't concur yet.
What a bizarre start.
Well, what do you want? Well, I guess what are you hoping for?
I'd like to see really good teams.
You want to see 17-1,
and I want to see like a Colorado again or a god awful team, right? Yeah. And certainly there haven't been some great moments pitching wise either. There's been some studs, some great performances offensively. But you think, oh wow, watch out for the Yankees. Look at this pitching staff.
Well, that was
They've
certainly
lost 5 in a row.
That was a bad week for them for sure. I would say that based on a couple of things, at least one bet that I have in pocket, that'd be Soriano to win the Cy Young. Pretty good. I couldn't ask for anything more at this point. Out of him. So I think it's too early to say anything. You got to give me at least another month before I say something like that with baseball.
All right. It's going to be over in Milwaukee. Doc let go. They're going to get rid of Freak. Great article last week from Shamsin reporting how nasty this season was. You cannot say winning one title with the Freak made it all worth it for the Bucks. Do you concur? Another team that underachieved big time.
Yeah,
like Boston and Tatum. How many great seeds did you have? How many times were you the 1 and the 2 and you blew it?
Usually, I would say anytime a team wins a title in a certain window of time, it was worth it no matter what else happened. But I can't believe how badly this entire organization screwed it up with him in his prime.
Lost in the first round 3 years in a row, didn't even make it this year.
Why trade Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard? Because you had to get another star power. That thing, I never understood. They kept Chris Middleton instead, Chris Middleton was a key cog in that championship winning team. I get that. Always hurt. And that sucks. But they kept him instead. And then for the GM to get extended and then to actually say, by the way, with the previous coach, what were they, 33-10? Or 30-13?
Oh, I know.
Something like
Adrian
that?
Griffin.
Adrian Griffin?
Yes.
And then you haven't heard a word on it from him since. And then we had to go get Doc Rivers. You got to be, just how they were gifted this guy. They fell into his lap. Anybody could have had him. They picked him, 15th overall in 2013. They got him, turned into, an absolute superstar, 10 times over what you could ever hope for. And they kind of botched the entire thing. And it's depressing.
Absolutely.
I'll piggy that by asking you this.
They doubled down and gave Miles Turner all that money.
That's right.
That's another horrible move.
So not only can Doc Rivers never get another coaching job, I don't want him anywhere near a TV network ever again. Do you concur with that?
Oh, why is that?
Oh, because he might be worse on TV than he is as a coach.
There is a love affair with the guy, which I don't understand. He did win the title in Boston, but
my God,
if
Paul,
you
but
Google
please.
like Mike Palm did last week with You Cannot Be Serious, when you Google his name, all the first round blown lead collapses come right up.
Look at the trades that they got.
That was typical Doc Rivers. It was announced he's going in the Hall of Fame, and then he was fired the same week.
They can't just retire and go away. You stink as a head coach. How many 3-1 blown leads did he have?
He has the record. It's not even close. Yes.
Golf coverage was maybe all-time bad this weekend. Do you concur?
Okay, now we're talking. This isn't getting enough attention. And I know our buddy Brian Blessing, may he rest in peace, always said this. They do it every year. On Saturday and Sunday, at the Masters on CBS, if you're not in the top 5, they won't show you unless you have a hole-in-one, break your club, or you hit a tee shot off someone's forehead. That's the only way they'll show you. I had top 20s on Fitzpatrick. I saw one shot the last 2 days. One. The other thing, what's with the cameras and you can't find the ball?
How many times did that happen yesterday alone?
People thought Rory missed that final putt because he walked in front of it and then you couldn't see.
Sure.
And then his shot, I believe his second shot on 18, which went into the bunker, you couldn't find the ball either. Where the cameraman had no idea where the ball was going, and they lost it several times as well. So between losing the ball, don't know where it is, camera angle's bad, don't know if Rory made the putt on 18, his reaction, people thought he missed. And again, they do this every single year. They only show the top 5 guys on the weekend, and that's it.
Right. Well, and I'll say this. How come not more out of Colin Morikawa?
What a story that was.
Unbelievable
it goes
story.
Back. Now, I don't think it was the Masters, right? Remember with the Michael Block story?
Oh, yes, for sure.
He was like, oh, my God, he's going to make the cut. He can do this. They never showed him in that tournament.
That's right.
Because it's like, if you're not in the top 5, top 10, we're not going to show you. Or Tiger Woods.
Morikawa could barely walk on the course yesterday.
And he almost,
the only thing that they would show is, here's another birdie attempt. He got to 9 under yesterday. And he looked like a crippled old man out there.
Totally blew it. What a story that was.
How does that continue to be a thing?
I don't get it. Show other guys. Show guys who are making a strong push. Show guys who are putting a great round together. It took them forever. I don't like the guy, but it took him forever to show Hatton. And once Hatton
very
got
true.
going.
Yes. Yep. Sydney Sweeney is overhyped. Do you concur?
Oh, no. That's outrageous. No way. And I'll tell you, she shows the goods too. And she gets after it. I'm catching up because season 3 of Euphoria.
It debuted last night. The reason why I'm asking, I think they're going to make a mockery out of this season based on what I saw with her last night.
Well, I'm catching up, but I couldn't believe the start of season 2. So I'm trying to catch up. She shows the goods. And another thing, The Housemaid, they're going to do a sequel already? That thing has done $400 million already. That psycho thriller that came out in December.
All I'm saying is you could spend 5 minutes on Instagram, Googling certain areas of the world, and you'd be like, yeah, Sydney Sweeney, who? That's all I'm saying.
I think
She's nice. All I'm saying is that she's overhyped. I'm not saying overrated. I'm saying completely overhyped.
Well, I just think it's people expect the character, and the character's such a train wreck in Euphoria.
It's a good
and
character.
And she knows how to dress and market herself, and it's it's something.
We are.
But people love her. Look at this. Look what this movie's doing.
I
couldn't believe this. I didn't even $400 million. It's already done. The budget was 30.
Paul, we're getting beaten over the head as if she's Pam Anderson in her prime, and I'm here to tell you she's not Pam Anderson in her prime. That's all I'm saying. Let's dial it down one notch.
To tell you. Oh man, I'm here to tell you. Oh man,
that's it.
It was good. That's. So I think it's pretty good. That's opening to season 2 with Artie Bucco's wife. That's incredible. Showing the kid who passed away that played Fez, right? Yeah. Oh, that was well done. The first 5 minutes of that's great job.
It's a very good show.
Yeah.
It's also
unique, yes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. It brings you back to the high school days and all that stuff, too.
I'd like to go to high school.
Well, sure. Everyone's doing drugs and getting after it, and it's, sure, absolutely. That's.
Yeah. Well, I'll put it this way. If Sydney Sweeney went to my high school, I would not say she's overhyped. Up next, today's Major League Baseball card. We'll tell you some starting pitchers who we can expect to see either positive or negative regression from coming up here and Follow the Money. It's VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
So you're listening to this podcast because you want an edge. But what if I told you you're only halfway there? You've got the mindset. Now it's time to get the toolkit to match. Here's the thing. Pro bettors spend thousands on data and tools, but what they don't want you to know is you can get the same edge for a fraction of the cost with VSiN Pro. With VSiN Pro, you get access to expert picks, public betting data, prop projections, powerful tools, analytics, and more. Tap the link in the description and see why thousands of bettors are already using VSiN Pro to cash more bets.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
By the way, thanks for checking in today. If you're doing so for the first time, I wanted to bring this up. At 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific, first hour of today's show, we had Trevor Sikkema on the program today. He's great on the NFL and the NFL draft. He brought up a player he thinks can and in his opinion, probably should go top 10. And he is between 13 and 15 to 1 to go top 10. I highly recommend you go back and listen to the Follow the Money podcast to find out that player. You can get it wherever you listen to your podcast. He was awesome today on the show. I have a couple of pitchers tonight going where I think we can get some positive or negative regression. Is it coming tonight? Maybe. The first guy is, he's your guy. It's Ryan Nelson.
Yeah.
It's Ryan, not Ryan.
Added some muscle and a slider in the offseason.
Right. So 15 innings so far, a 4.2 ERA. However, the FIP is 6.21. The xERA is 5.65. He's walking a ton of dudes, 3.6 per 9, allowing 2.4 home runs per 9, and he has gotten very lucky so far this year with a batting average of balls in play number at 143. Typically averages around 300 for that.
Mm-hmm.
So do the Orioles get to him tonight? Do they maybe play a little home run derby? Maybe that negative regression comes tonight.
Yeah. I see a lot of runs.
I could see that too.
And now Alonso's owned him, hitting 455 against him, and Alonso's out of his funk as he's been okay. But Kramer, 0-2 with an ERA of 8 against Arizona going back. And if it's tight late, you can jump in on Arizona in play. ERA under 1, their bullpen. Last 8 as well.
Oh, very nice.
But Baltimore's had so many injuries that they got to go with Kramer now, and I got a total of 9 at DraftKings in this one coming up.
Actually, I never saw the reason why. My guy Trevor Rogers, is he going to the IL or something? Is he going to? I don't know. I haven't seen. Well, he was supposed to go today. I don't have news on why he's not making the start tonight.
Yep. Sanchez at home.
Sure.
Okay, it is $1.80, but maybe you can. Go register to get a win. Register, however you play that. plus money on the run line, but they are 28th in runs. But he's been so good at home for the last couple of years, and the Phillies usually win at home when he starts. Harper, 10 for his last 18 as well.
I would say that you could play it a couple of different ways. One would be books will allow you to go -1 on the game.
Yeah, you can do that.
And also some books, not all, but some books will allow you to say, pick and choose, like, will the Phillies bat in the bottom of the ninth? You could say no.
All right.
And bet it that way.
Yep.
But he's been awesome so far this year. He's been unlucky with the BABIP, 429, but his other numbers are absolutely elite still. And almost 13 Ks per nine, a FIP of 1.06. I'll give you another guy where I think we can get positive regression here. Now, this is based, if you've listened to the show, if you've been a part of the FTM Army for a long time, you know what we're talking about. If not, it comes down to how many hours of sleep Yusei Kikuchi got last night.
Mm-hmm.
Because he basically told, he said this 3
hours?
years ago, he needs like 12, 13, 14 hours a night to get good sleep. I'm like, what? But he's 0-2 on the year. 14 2/3 in 3 starts. The ERA is 6.75. The FIP, however, almost 4 runs better. That's a truer indicator of the ERA. It's 3.07. Wildly unlucky so far with the batting average balls in play. That's 404 and a 61% left on base rate, which is very low. Now,
I can't take the Yankees.
Neither can I.
This is an outrage what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the record in one-run games, 0-6. They've lost 5 in a row. It should be longer. The comeback, miracle comeback against the A's. Rice isn't playing. You're off Will Warren. They certainly shouldn't be $1.90. That's another one.
That is absolutely baked in because they're the New York Yankees.
Yes.
And I'm going to check this right now in terms of best teams ROI-wise. I can tell you that the Angels have had some nice wins this year when they're like kind of a similar dog like this.
Yeah, that's true. How about Skeens, 230? Too much? Pirates playing good ball?
Well, they're hitting well.
The Nats just swept the Brewers in what's been, a bizarre start to the season.
Uh-huh.
I would think he goes 6 strong. Gives up 1 run, and do they get enough support for him? That's the question.
I don't disagree. That should happen tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But is that going to be enough to get the win overall? Will they hit for him? They are hitting overall.
I think they would, yes.
Will they get this guy run support in the game?
I think they would, yes. Red Sox starting to figure it out.
Crochet's on the mound.
Yeah, he was great last time out, although it was cold. It was cold all week in Minneapolis. It'll be warmer weather tonight. Crochet's $1.65 against Ober. And the first place Twins in front of 18 fans tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
I'd say the Red Sox. Crochet's too good. His numbers have been sick since they acquired him.
So the number 1 edge with the Opta AI projections on tonight's Major League Baseball card is Bailey Ober to go over 5 Ks, or I should say 5+ Ks in the game tonight. A little earlier today, there was a 24% edge according to their projections and their numbers. I would highly recommend go check them out today. All of the Opta AI stats and projections at vsin.com. Perez
has had bad numbers against Atlanta. He goes today. Walker, number 1 in home runs, 13 for his last 32. Amon Pa has props tonight. Number 1 in average, number 1 in RBIs. He hit 600 career against Peterson. First place Dodgers. Ohtani, 46-game on-base streak. He'd be the 4th player since 1900 to go deep 3 games in a row to start if he does it again tonight. And you got the Mets who are in a funk as well. But these Pajes numbers are ridiculous. How well he's hitting, not only for the season, but how he's owned Peterson as well. And I would think we would see runs in this game, too, with a total of 8.5 at Dodger Stadium.
Have you noticed the Cy Young numbers on Padres closer Mason Miller?
No, give it to me.
So he was 100-1. I think, that was the best number that I could find, right?
I'm going to do this again. But
so
I'm in your corner, though.
he's striking out everybody,
happened, but
right?
Yep.
So, and by the way, the Padres are red hot. Maybe they turn into a thing this year where they're going to be a playoff team. You need, basically, in order to bet this, you're hoping the Padres are really freaking good this year and they don't turn into sellers at the deadline because you need Mason Miller to remain in the NL, obviously, the entire year. But he was as high, again, from what I saw, as 100-1. He's down to 20-1.
Really?
Maybe to win, maybe even a little bit lower than that. But here's the deal.
Reminds me of Gagne. They can't even put the ball in play.
No, you can't touch the guy.
Trevor Rogers goes tomorrow, by the way.
Oh, they push him back. Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Good catch. So his K rate's going to be, to the moon.
Well, it goes back to World Baseball Classic and how he closed the playoffs against the Cubs.
100%. And this is the difference. So the last 2 times this happened, when I was making the case on the show late in the year for a closer to come on, can we put him in the conversation? It was Emmanuel Clase and Felix Bautista. That goes back, I believe, now 3 and 4 years, respectively. And we would bring guests on the show around July, August. I mean, it would be deep into the season, and they would act like they're talking to an alien. Like, really? Bautista? I haven't heard that yet. Well, their numbers were always... And I would compare them to closers who won the award, and they were not quite Gagne good, but they were better than like the best closer years we've had other than Eric Gagne. Now the deal is Mason Miller's getting attention from national baseball writers already, and he has been for almost a week. Mm-hmm. And they're actually starting to say, hey, could this guy be in the mix for the Cy Young? That's big because narrative can be such a big deal when it comes to awards.
Yes. Get it out there early. Absolutely.
Now, with that said, I'm not telling you to go out there and bet 20-1 because
I know it's gone. Seattle just swept Houston. They are last in ERA and WHIP and walks, and Seattle's starting to hit.
Boy, that was a fast game.
Naylor hit 2. Kirby 5-1.
Kirby was very good today.
Last 10 starts against Houston. Yes, he was. So what do we do with Severino tonight? A's are hot, but he had an ERA of 6 at home last year. Evaldi's $1.30, 8.5. That I don't have to go over, because other than the last start against when he beat Kirby,
right,
3-2. Evaldi's had a tough go of it.
I would say it's kind of a small number in my opinion on the Rangers. And by the way, somewhat of a Malinsky special tonight as they're back home all the way from the East Coast, playing in New York back-to-back games or back-to-back series. I should say.
I need more than 6. 2 series isn't a big deal.
Okay. That part's that's fine.
Yeah.
But it's also Evaldi going, and he's got numbers where again, he's got a 7.98 ERA, but the FIP is better than that. He's allowed an abnormal amount of home runs for him. Mm-hmm. That number's at almost 2.5 per 9 innings. And the batting average of balls in play has been crushing Nathan Evaldi so far. It's a 4.19 on the year. Severino, 9 walks per 9, 0 home runs allowed. That's going to, come on. So I think the Rangers are kind of cheap tonight. That's all they got on the game.
Yeah. All right. Right now, vsin.com. Get up there. Completely free. No subscription needed. Access MLB and NBA prop projections powered by Opta AI. And you got the play-in round that starts tomorrow. Real-time betting splits, DK and Circa. Pro-level tools, 0 cost, only for a limited time. Head to vsin.com. Start using them today. I knew Amazon paid a ton of money for the NBA package. The next 9 games are on Amazon.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. Every play-in, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and the first 3 games Saturday.
I think this was
Amazon.
This was part of the big reason why streaming services wanted it, though, right? To get it for this time of year, I believe. We'll look at hockey tonight and talk a little Masters. Recap that coming up next.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
We do have a busy card tonight in the National Hockey League. Earlier today, Jonathan Davis came on, broke it down about an hour ago. He gave out his best bets. You can always read him at vsin.com. I like the angle with the Rangers, but I also don't want to play $1.50 on that team because if you missed it, Jonathan Quick, phenomenal. I mean, absolute Hall of Fame goaltender, announced his retirement earlier today. So do they send him out with a win tonight in the game? Maybe, but to pay $1.50 for it,
Yeah, I know. I'm with you. I also can't get there with the Flyers, who are popular tonight and taking money because if they win, they're in.
Yep.
And if they would lose, it gets really interesting. They have a tough game tomorrow against Montreal, and they are underdogs in that game. They're the 3 in the Metro. If they win, and they play the Penguins. Penguins finally played an under Sunday. How about that?
Here's the thing. They said everybody.
Yeah, right. But the game finally went under. The Ducks are in if the Sharks beat the Predators. The Kings are in if they beat Seattle, and the Sharks beat the Predators in regulation. This is why I'm concerned about the Flyer game. Hurricanes clinch the 1 seed if they win or lose in overtime. Or if the Blackhawks beat the Sabres, but Jonathan likes Buffalo tonight. Mm-hmm. They're in the $2 range. Buffalo clinches a division if they win in regulation or any result in Tampa, Detroit, other than a regulation win for the Lightning as well. And see, LA still has 3 games left. One includes Vancouver. And then they also go to Calgary, I believe. But I was reading some stuff out there that, like, it's beneficial for Seattle to lose. But the Kings are playing well and shut out Edmonton Saturday afternoon. That was a big win. I don't mind that. But the game you're going to out here tonight, look at Vegas, $1.80 to win the division now, and $1.80 to win tonight against the Jets. You could maybe do over 1.5 first period, maybe over 1.5 first 10, something like that. Expect some fireworks, but I think Vegas wins, and they lock this up, and they only have 2 games left. They get, is it Seattle? Calgary? They have one more home game coming up as well. But it's priced in tonight, too, that, like, Edmonton, other than Draisaitl being out, Edmonton really doesn't care what their spot is. And Colorado's favorite on the road, even though Edmonton seemingly wants to get it because they're only a point back of Vegas for the division.
All right. Davis brought up to win in regulation. By the way, how many teams are going to be favored to win the Pacific? Like every single one this year at some point?
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, this has been so topsy-turvy.
Job and right.
Oh, no kidding.
But Vegas should get it done and win their next 2 home games. And who knows? They might win tonight and Edmonton loses, and that takes care of it. The one I think Jonathan's right with Tampa in regulation. That's just demoralizing for Detroit. What a collapse. They were 89% to make the playoffs in late January, and they missed out. And Philly came out of nowhere.
The numbers on that team to miss the playoffs.
They were 14 points up on Philly, and they couldn't do it. But Tampa means a lot more, means something to Tampa. Detroit might be on the beach. Know the season's over. Demoralized. Tampa in regulation tonight, too.
What you just said reminded me of something. I think maybe it happened during the pandemic. And the audience can probably refresh our memories on this. Didn't we all have big tickets on the Flyers to come back and win that division? And they were making a massive run, and they probably were in a position to win it before. And then all of a sudden, it comes to a screeching halt.
Yeah.
We got a tweet from Jesse again at VSiN Live and Mitch Moss Radio at Pauly Howard. There's a Minnesota Wild game with a 5.5 total today. I don't care who they're playing and what time of the season it is. Auto over to me. Thoughts, Pauly?
Okay.
Well, the reason why it's 5.5 is because they're playing St. Louis. And I think every time I look at a St. Louis Blues game, the total's 5.5. So, but he says auto play for him.
Vegas, 91 points. LA and Anaheim, 90. Edmonton and Anaheim, 90. Kings have 87. And Nashville right behind them. That's a big game for Nashville. I do like Nashville, too. But he was right that they've owned 14 in a row, he said? Over San Jose?
I believe that was the number, yeah.
That was strong. Only $1.55 at home. Vegas closes Jets and Seattle at home. Kings also have Vancouver and Calgary coming up.
I'm looking at the Wild schedule right now. It looks like they have played 3 unders, if the number 6.5, since March 24th. Or 20, in that range. But a lot of games in that stretch also 5-4, a bunch of 5-4s, some 6-3s. Couple of 5-2s in there. Well, there was that stretch that they were on where every game was going over first period, and also maybe the 6.5 as well for a long time.
Buffalo's 210 now at Chicago. They're minus 285 to win the division. Tampa's 3-1.
Would you sign up, as Davis was saying last hour? Would you sign up for the Sabres and Avalanche right now?
Oh, it'd be nuts.
Be phenomenal.
Yes. Plus, their fans deserve it.
Oh,
14 years without making the playoffs. Absolutely. That'd be great.
I want to see. So will Sabre fans pregame, is there a way to do this where they can also break out the tables and set people on fire and then smash them like WWE style before hockey games? They'll have to do it, right? And copy what the Bills Mafia does?
Yeah.
I'd be very disappointed if they don't come up with something like that. Put it that way.
Okay. Yep. Let me see what we got. Flyers are $5 to make the playoffs. Nashville's 3-1. The Kings are $6. Capitals 5-1. 4 days left in the regular season. Enjoy the game tonight.
Okay.
I think they get it done.
I thought the way the Masters unfolded on Saturday and then how the first 9 went yesterday, I thought we were in. I tweeted this actually, and I was telling people this kind of feels like 2019 all over again. And by the way, 2019, the year that Tiger won it, and I got killed that year on the Masters.
Everyone imploded. That was that stretch where was it Molinari? Everyone was hitting in the water.
Every single golfer out there. And I had the leaderboard surrounded by guys to come back and win at like 30-1, everybody but Tiger. That was maybe my favorite event of all time. No joke. I mean, it was so good that year. Yesterday felt like that, and then the back nine happened, and nobody other than Scheffler made a run at Rory. Everybody just like sat there or else
Can't believe
like
it.
fell apart.
I thought it was over Friday when he was 12 under.
Yeah.
And then if you're going to tell me that holds up and that wins, and I also thought it was over because he was 90th in driving accuracy, how bad he was, but still had that commanding lead and the largest 36-hole lead ever in Masters history. But then he has the double with the horrific putting, and then has another bogey, and the guy's 9 under. He's 9 under, falls completely on his face Sunday to start, and then but 12 under wins the tournament?
Mm-hmm.
No one would take off, and no one would get a stranglehold on it.
Yeah.
And the door was open, and he took advantage.
I thought Scotty, if he plays, I mean, he's the first guy. They said this when he was done. Nance brought it up multiple times. Their numbers go all the way back to 1942. He's the first guy since at least then to not have a bogey over the final 2 rounds of the Masters. I mean, it's there for him,
Incredible.
and he was 12 strokes back going into Saturday. I thought actually he should have won the event. This was Scotty Scheffler on his final round performance yesterday.
To me, it doesn't say much more because I've competed against him for a long time, and you don't win the amount of tournaments that he's won out here without being pretty resilient. So, I mean, having a 6-shot lead at Augusta is never easy, and losing that is obviously something difficult. But at the end of the day, when you teed up here on Sunday, he's tied for the lead to start the day, and he went out and had a solid round and did what he needed to do in order to get it done. And I knew going into today, I was going to have to do something special if I wanted to catch him or Cam. And, I was close, but, just a few shots here or there.
Oh, my God. That putt on 17 was razor. I mean, it was this thin away from.
He also saved par numerous times on the front 9 with incredible putts from way out. The guy I thought who was going to take off and run away and hide was Cam Young.
No, never put it together
After he
yesterday.
after he started the tournament 4 over, and then he had that stretch where it was like 17 birdies and 1 bogey over 2 rounds. But then
that's
he
also
couldn't find his game on the back 9.
It's also kind of the pressure of playing with Rory, the defending champ, who's in his mid-30s now, and Cam Young's never won a major before. So is that the reason why he didn't put it together? I thought Sam Burns had a chance to win.
He imploded.
He couldn't do it. Justin Rose, my God, the bridesmaid yet again.
He was even money, plus 120 in that range. He had the lead. He was the favorite. I will never, ever bet on Hatong Lee.
Well, okay, give me the.
So he has a good round Friday.
He's in the woods, man.
Yeah, he's actually talking about it was a rough day. I don't know. He was on the toilet all day, he said. He'd run into the bathroom, and still he put that behind him and focused and had a good Friday. And then he's right there in the mix Saturday. And I don't know what that amateurish shot was where there's water in front of him and he skips it.
Yeah.
It landed and then went in the water.
How did that happen?
I've never seen a pro do that. And then I don't know what Sunday was on the back. You think this guy's at 8 under at one point. The guy finishes 1 over. And he had the 10 on one hole, and I think he had a triple on another hole. How that guy just
rattle off some guys you'll never bet on again. To me, Justin Thomas, it doesn't matter.
Well,
I'm not talking outright matchups, whatever.
Well, you got to file it away and just come right back with it in the next year, because it worked. Schauffele, top 10. Fitzpatrick, top 20. Morikawa to make a run. Scheffler. Rory again.
By the way, if Morikawa is...
Schauffele always in the mix.
Morikawa got me good, and we're going to recap our in-pocket plays coming up in about 5 minutes. He got me really good, actually. If he's healthy, does he win the entire event? He was 11 under on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
How does that happen? Like you're right, he's like an old man out there. How bad the back was. And they got me too because Nance made the comments. Oh, it looks bad for him on 15 here.
Grimacing.
Yep. Back's giving him problems.
Yeah, catching up with him out there. No, it didn't.
Kepka was good too. You got there, right? Was he finished 12?
No, top 10.
That'd be top 10.
No,
11th.
top 10.
I thought Kepka was okay.
We'll recap our best bets, tell you what we've added coming up here on Follow the Money. We like to call those in-pocket plays here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
To determine the winner of any given college basketball game.
Someone gives you 10,000 to 1 on anything. You take it. Take it. Take it.
I bet you $20 I can get you gambling before the end of the day. No way. I'll give you 3 to 1 odds. Nope. 5 to 1. Nope. 10 to 1. You're on.
All right. Had a rough go of it with some hockey with the first period overs playing those streaks, or also a goal in the first 10. The Rangers were on a 12-1 run in road games. Couldn't get one early in the first 10. The Kings scored 4 minutes into the game, 6 minutes into the game, and that was it. Saturday afternoon, nothing with Sharks Canucks either, and nothing with the Penguins. And the Houston Rockets got us good with the tanking parlay. That was the only one that lost. I think it went 7-1 or 8-1, whatever, 8-teamer.
I think it was 6-1, I think.
Yeah, the Rockets lost as double-digit favorites to the Timberwolves. Gave up 136 points. And Burns had nothing for the Reds against the Angels. Portland, easy. They blew out the Clippers on Friday to get the 8th seed. This shows you how hard this is. Because the Nets owner came out before the season and said, yeah, we need as many ping pong balls as possible. We don't want to win games. And they stayed under by a half a win. That's how many teams were tanking. And you just figure you were getting wins on accident. Houston and the Nets stayed under by a half. You could have middled Denver. 53.5 at FanDuel and other spots, 54.5 at other spots. Won 54 games, won their last 12. Timberwolves under a winner. Cavs over, no good. The Magic went over? Damn, by one? Did they get me? Okay. Fitzpatrick, top 20 winner, and Reed and Batia to win the Masters, no good. That was a fun run for a while with Reed. That got crazy Saturday, as he was 9 under and only a couple shots back. Hornets to make the playoffs, no minus 150. They play tomorrow at home. They have to win 2 games. They are the 9 seed. Warriors to make the playoffs, plus 320. They are the 10. Tottenham to stay up in the Prem, minus 170. They lost 1-0 over the weekend. Going with Jonathan Davis tonight. Nashville has owned San Jose, and they needed to stay alive for a playoff spot. Kings money line against the Kraken. LA's been good. 4-0-1 run. And a nice schedule. Easy schedule to close. 3 games left. Lakers, Rockets, game 1 over Saturday night, 207.5. Knicks, Hawks series over 5.5 games, minus 150. Tampa Bay in regulation tonight. And Pajes over total bases against, who's that? Oh, no. They just take Skeens deep. They took Skeens deep. Is that Wood again?
It was
Abrams.
Boy, that kid been hot.
Pajes over total bases tonight. Leads all of baseball in average RBIs and is hitting 600 career against Peterson. Good luck.
Back at you, Pauly. All right, to recap in my place here from the weekend, you have that tanking parlay. The one that got me was the Rockets. I chalked it up as a winner.
Sure.
They gave the game away. Everybody else came in.
Get a stop, will you? How do you give up 136 points to a team playing backups and you need the game?
It's another reason why I can't trust this team in the playoffs.
Oh, it was a bad loss, and to think it was going to be even worse because it looked like they were going to have to then face Denver because Denver was sitting everyone the last 2 games, but it worked out for them.
Imagine if this is the playoff series, Lakers have home court, and Luka and Reeves are playing, what the price would be.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Boy, Burns had nothing on Friday.
No, he didn't.
He got rock and rolled by the Angels, and that was a loser.
He had nothing.
I had a same game parlay there. Burns 8+ Ks and the Reds to win the game. No bueno. DiVincenzo got there. This goes back to Thursday, over 3.5 in the first quarter, plus 125. And on Friday, I like it when these cash like this. Wood and Abrams for the Nationals, 2+ total bases, got there in the first inning. Wood was plus 165, Abrams plus 160. Hornets to make the play in 4-1 is a winner. Kepka, top 10 plus 235. Couldn't quite land there.
Big name, right? Did you see anything over the weekend?
Oh, no, that's great.
You didn't see any Kepka either.
It would have been nice because, again, making this comeback now to the PGA Tour leaves Liv, and, with his majors history, boy, I have to be honest here. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Well, everyone was against Morikawa. I mean,
sure.
That's just...
I had
once those reports came out Wednesday, and then several books pulled everything.
Isn't it incredible the difference a year can make? Last year, I had Rory and I had him top 5, and I had a great Masters. This year, I lost more on the Masters than I won last year, and I had the winner and I had him top 5, and I had other bets that came in. I got crushed yesterday.
I can't remember. We talked about this. Have you had Tour at all? What did you have for your ex? Can you imagine the good stuff they're giving Morikawa? Can you imagine?
Yeah,
what
I did have Toradol.
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine what they're shooting Luka up with?
No question.
Multiple injections on his hammy. He's going to be in LA on the bench. I mean, trying to go out. Not he's going to play, but trying to make it back. Imagine what they shot Morikawa up with.
Yeah, I did have it for my kidney stone. I've told the story before.
That's right.
It didn't work. It didn't work, and they gave me morphine, and I'm like, guys, let's stop. Give me the good stuff.
Like Maltasante in hospital.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
This kid likes his chemistry set.
And they went out and got they got a gallon of the morphine, I think, and said, we got to put down a rhino here. And it finally worked. But Morikawa to miss the cut.
Yeah.
I'm never betting on Justin Thomas in any event ever again.
It was bad.
Matsuyama couldn't get there either. All I can do, Colin Morikawa, dude, that was awesome. You blasted me. You took a fillet knife to my kidneys, as I said earlier. But I don't know how you did it, but kudos, man. Bucks under. They finished with 32, by the way. I bet this in season when it was 30 and a half, and they were going to shut down the Freak.
Jeez.
So they went over by a game and a half. Pending Hornets to make the playoffs.
How are you feeling? You're 5.5-point favorite, though. We agree it's a little too much. You got to respect the Heat and their organization. You're at home, though, and you win that. I don't know what's going to happen in a Philly game, but certainly that's another winnable game too. You get the loser of Orlando, Philadelphia. You got a shot here.
I feel okay. I don't feel great because I don't have this in pocket because it keeps going up. They're now 5.5 everywhere. I want to take the Heat. And if that gets to 6 or beyond, I will be on Miami tomorrow.
I was surprised by that. They went 1-3 against them in a regular season.
Miami's the one team in their division that had their number.
Yeah.
And pending with the Pirates and the Braves, most wins in April. Pirates gave that game away yesterday. So here's what I did earlier. When Trevor Sycamore was on with us live, brought this up, asked him, Chiefs had drafted tight end first overall. He said, doesn't see it happening. He has Sadiq going over 15.5. He brought up Dylan Thieneman from Oregon to go top 10. I cashed out the first position drafted by the Chiefs, tight end, to make a profit, and I put some of that on Thieneman top 10 at 15-1. And there you go. That's the one pending that I have now that I've added for the new play.
Yep.
He was strong on him.
Yeah. Great breakdown. Jeff and the crew been with us since day one. Love Sharp Plays. Baseball every day. NBA, NHL playoffs soon. Sharp Plays covers it all. All of it documented, winning for 15 years. Posted publicly, sharpplays.com. That kind of transparency is rare in this industry. When the Sharp Plays moves, the books take notice. Advanced AI, trusted insider intel. They find the value before the numbers shift. Daily Mr. Poison tweets and updates on what he's on. Fade Brigade, respected, watched, and feared. Donated over $30,000 to charity with the Robin Hood Plays. Start winning with them. sharpplays.com. Well, the one thing here, though, even though, Denver, they avoided OKC.
Right.
But Minnesota's had their number, and that's a tough matchup.
Oh, this
and
is
Denver's only 325, and the one thing that concerns me, 21st in defense. They are bad defensively.
Oh, there's, again, careful what you wish for here. You're talking about this whole thing. This could set up to be where Denver doesn't even get out of the first round.
I was stunned by what happened. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
They set everybody Friday, still won. 8-9 point move. Spurs open 2.5. Go off a double-digit favorite. Only Joker plays, and they win. And San Antonio could have knocked them the other side of the bracket and worried about whoever comes out of there for the conference finals. But no, they likely get them in the second round. Oh, okay. Bad job.
Yeah, I would agree. So Masters behind us. NBA playoffs here this week. NHL regular season about to close. Draft next Thursday. I have to just quickly point this out. There was a trade made over the weekend. Did you see? I know you saw it.
Rakia Jackson?
What are they doing?
Yeah.
What on earth are the Sparks doing trading her straight up to Chicago?
She was like 17 again. She kept going over her props last year. She's a machine.
Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm going to be like blown away by stuff that happens to WNBA, but I was like, wait a second, what did they do here?
Yeah, it wasn't even the main story was the girl they got in return, the Atkins girl.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And at the bottom it goes, oh, by the way, yes, she's traded for Rakia Jackson.
Yes.
She's a young talent, going to be a star.
She's awesome.
Terrible trade.
I text Doug Kazarian about that right away. As soon as I saw it, he goes, he said the Sparks are absolutely clueless.
Oh, that's a bad trade.
Terrible.
Young girl like that who can score?
I think
stupid.
Now, no Angel Reese for the Sky. They're starting 5 solid though now.
Where'd she go? Atlanta?
Chicago.
Tip.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Reese went to Atlanta, yeah.
Tip jar tomorrow. Send them in. Rory, more Michigan tickets. Now we're getting down.
You might have Man City stuff here.
Man City alive now. Arsenal trying to blow this, and they play Sunday. FTM at vsin.com, FTM at vsin.com, or tweet at us. Tip jar tomorrow.
Primetime next. Murray Humans. Good luck.